nice when you start to notice consistency starts to pay off. I've been posting on Instagram now every single day for the past 2 months, and I've finally had a video that's finally gone viral. I'm getting a lot of leads from it. So I've already booked 2 discovery calls from it, and it's over 50,000 views. 2,771. Yeah, and there's 1,600 shares. Slowly starting to pay off. Before you know it, I'm our very first online client. Late nights and early mornings. They're gonna pay off. I am wrecked. But I love the journey at the same time because I fucking love this shit. I fucking love it. I love waking up to this and just doing this every single day.
Just woke up. My video is now on 80,000 views, 4,000 likes. We've got 71 followers overnight. It's 8:38, 14th of May, 2025. We are building 2 discovery calls today. Shit is happening. You need to be fucking delusional to do this shit. Everyone's gonna tell you that you're not making the right choices. That starting a business is too hard. That you'll never be able to make money online. All these things people are gonna tell you. And the one thing that you need to not let get to you is other people's opinions, because you are the only one that's actually in control of your life. And if you genuinely want something in your life and you're delusional enough, you will get it. You need to be so fucking delusional to be able to get shit in your life, because that's the only way to get through all these opinions that everyone's going to throw on you. There will be a day you can finally deep down tell yourself that you achieved everything you ever wanted. And I think that is the most fulfilling thing that you could ever do for yourself. And so that's what I'm going to do. And so I've set a goal by the end of June to be able to make $20,000 online. And I'm working towards that every single day. 134. Trust the process. Keep going, boys. We got this. Hey, I'm in the car. Is the audio alright?
Just good.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually as hard as what people think to say, like, be consistent on like social media, because like if you genuinely prioritize your time, I actually believe like anyone can do it. Like I film all my content on Saturday, and then I'll edit it that night, and then by like Sunday, like lunchtime, I'll have everything done, and then I'm like all ready for the week, and I don't have to stress about like making content during the week, especially if I'm like busy during the week, which most of the time I am. I've still got all my content. I don't have to stress about getting a post, like making a post, because it's already all done. So yeah, I've really developed, like, I reckon, a good structure there to be able to just like keep putting content out. Something that I was thinking about on the way home, on my drive home. Everyone just takes life for granted. They don't appreciate the small things like the sun setting, the food on their plate, and they get annoyed over the tiniest things. And it just always makes me think, these people let these tiny little things irritate them, which take their focus away from the main goal they should be focusing on. And majority of these things are out of their control. These people can't even control it in the first place. So what's the point of caring about these small little things? Don't have the mindset of things are happening against you. Have the mindset that things are happening for you, and I honestly believe your whole life will change. Another day, another morning. Checking my account. I've got 89 new followers, 14 likes and 13 comments. We are building something very exciting. Show up every single day. We got this. So we always come together at the end of the week and talk about all the wins and losses we've got. And so I wanted to talk about showing up every single day and staying consistent, because I know that is very tricky for a lot of people out there. And I mean, in my personal opinion, I actually don't think it's that hard to show up consistently every single day. As long as you just know what the goal is you're working towards, you really can just that will be your consistency to show up every single day. There might be a few ups, there might be a few downs, and that might get to you, especially if you're in the sales game. So Rami, I want to ask you, what do you do to stay consistent whilst taking your sales calls?
The main thing to stay consistent is obviously taking care of your SOB, right? Your state of being. That's probably the most very internal beliefs, because you can be there skill wise, but if you don't have your routines in place, you're not active, you're kind of bed rotting away in your spare time, that's going to impact your calls, your performance throughout the call. SOB, your state of being internally, is probably the biggest thing. I would say that no matter what rough patch you're going through, as long as your SOB is really high, you should be fine. You can push through.
I think Rami's got a good point there with always having a high sort of mental state. I feel like if you're always sort of working towards that goal and the bigger picture in mind, you don't let the small sort of losses get in your way. That's what separates the people that put in the work and the people that don't. Hanging around with Rami, he has a very good mindset of always showing up every single day, especially being in the sales industry. Being motivated is one thing, but to actually wake up every morning and be disciplined to show up and still take the calls takes a lot. And so Rami has that fucking dog in him to wake up every morning and get it done. So leading off from consistency, I want to lean more over to Joel's case at the moment, which is him getting leads from his own personal brand at the moment. He's been doing a lot of outreach to potential clients at the moment. And so I want to ask Joel what he's been doing to show up consistently and try and get clients through that avenue.
The biggest thing that's helped me, and it's definitely helped us with our business as well, but is to have systems in place. Not just do things ad hoc. So if I'm reaching out, there's a system behind it. There's times behind it. There's a schedule behind it. Everything I'm saying, it's all templated and it's all rehearsed and systemized. Because otherwise, if you're doing them ad hoc and when you feel like it, you're not actually going to get results.
I actually think having systems in place is a very good thing to increase your workflow and actually get as much work done in your day. Having proper systems in place, you'll get so much more done. Especially having a very good calendar laid out at the start of your week that you know exactly what you're doing, and having that as a step-by-step plan throughout your week, you're going to get so much more done than a person that just has a notes tab with all the things they need to do in a to-do list. You're going to have so much more planning done at the start of the week to allow yourself to get all of that work done. So looking at Tom's marketing agency now, how has consistency helped you show up every single day on growing your marketing agency?
One of the biggest things I find is what you do in your morning routine. So, for example, I feel like a lot of people in their morning routine, they'll wake up and they scroll on their phone straight away. Well, you've lost the day already. Because the first thing you do in the morning, if the first thing you do is scroll, then for the rest of the day, you're just going to be chasing that dopamine hit. So I feel like the first thing you need to do in your day is something productive. For example, like I won't go on my phone and check messages from clients or anything until I've at least like woken up, done my morning routine, done the workout, had breakfast, had a shower, and then I'll go on my phone or laptop and start doing my work. With serving clients and getting clients results, I think the biggest thing you need to do is, like we just said before, like have a routine in place, and just, have a schedule. For example, my first, I'd say 2 hours of the day is just responding to all the client messages from overnight and getting back to all the clients instantly, because obviously client communication is very important. So the first thing we do is respond to clients straight away. Next thing I need to do is I need to focus on another aspect of the business. After that, after I finish lunch, it's something different. So I feel like having a set routine as well is very important, because you can stay consistent to that every single day in order to get clients results and ultimately grow the business.
Yeah, I think Tom has a really good point there with sort of, as the saying goes, win the morning, win the day. And just by having that proper routine in place, you always feel more motivated to do the next task that you have in your day.